And to discuss what's been happening in Israel and Iran, we are being joined by Dr. Mir Javed Anfar. He's lecturer of Iranian politics at Reichman University in Israel, West Asia analyst and co-author of The Nuclear Sphinx of Tehran. He's joining us from Tel Aviv. First up, Israel's Prime Minister has said that Israel will not end Iran's campaign prematurely, and that he's now saying that Israel has interesting intel on Iran's 60% enriched uranium. Your quick thoughts on these statements?
I think one of the main concerns for the state of Israel is what happened to the 60% enriched uranium that Iran had produced. This is enriched uranium that, if it's held by the Iranians in the quantities that were produced, Iran has the ability, according to the IAEA, according to the International Atomic Energy Agency, to build 9 nuclear weapons. So it's important for Israel to find this enriched uranium. Was it destroyed in Natanz? Was it destroyed in Fordow? Or was it smuggled out and safely kept at a place where Iran, if and when it decides to, can turn 60% to 90% to produce a weapon? Something which could take months up to a year. Some Israelis believe could even take as little as 15 days. The estimates vary, but the conservative view is that it would take a number of months. This is a source of concern for the state of Israel.
Yes, Dr. Mir, but if you were to analyze this more, do you think that regime change is also a part of, is also a goalpost for the Israeli forces?
To be honest, I think Israel wants to create the conditions for regime change if and when the people of Iran decide to take that option. Excuse me. Israel cannot do regime change on its own. This is something that is up to the people of Iran. But Israel is attacking regime symbols and regime organizations that are viewed as oppressing Iranians, especially when they protest, in order to create that impression that, and in order to facilitate the overthrow of the regime if and when the people of Iran decide to do so. This has not happened, and as history has shown us on a number of occasions, people don't do revolutions during wars. So we have to wait for this war to end. There are many examples. For example, the Russian constitutional revolution in 1905 happened after the Russo-Japanese War of 1904-1905 ended. The Russian Revolution of 1917 in February happened after the end of World War I. In Germany, the revolution, the overthrow of the empire and its republic and its replacement with the Weimar Republic happened also after World War I, but in 1918. So these things we have to really wait and see, because when people are involved in a war, the general public, they are too busy trying to survive the war conditions. They don't have time or the resources to think about the revolution. This can only happen, if it is going to happen, after the end of the war.
Okay. All right. Dr. Mir, talking of the latest developments, Abbas Araghchi has arrived in Moscow, of course, amid Russia's criticism of Israel's attacks on Iranian nuclear facilities. Given that Russia's own investment and specialists present at Iran's nuclear site, which is the Bushehr site, what is Israel's outlook on this development? What is your assessment of this?
The Bushehr site, nuclear site, is absolutely legal. It is a nuclear, and it's a nuclear reactor. The nuclear fuel is provided by Russia, and any residue is taken away by Russia. Israel does not have any problems with Bushehr. Israel has no reason to attack Bushehr. Of course, the relationship between Russia and the Islamic Republic of Iran does bring about some challenges for the state of Israel. But Israel is also aware of the fact that the Russians are apprehensive about coming to Iran's help during wartime. We saw this between 2011 and 2023, when on thousands of occasions Israel attacked Iranian positions in Syria, while there was a Russian while the airspace of Syria was protected by the Russians. The Russians they did not even fire a bullet at the Israeli aircraft that attacked the Iranians, because they didn't want to get military involved to deal with Iran. So while there is, of course, of concern the Russian-Iran relationship, I don't think Israel is worried about Russia actively joining to defend Iran at this point.
Yes, but Dr. Mir, just to take that point forward, top Russian diplomat Dmitry Medvedev has claimed that several countries may supply Iran with nuclear warheads. Do you see that as a possibility?
I'm sorry if I'm laughing, but that's the best reaction I can say. Unfortunately, former President Medvedev, who did an excellent job of repairing Russian relations with the United States and Israel when he was president, I think from 2008, if I'm not mistaken, to 2012. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Since stepping down, he has made some, what's the word I can use, extraordinary, unbalanced comments on Telegram, which have basically made him a source of, extremist rhetoric, which the best way that it should be treated is just by ignoring it.
All right, we'll have to leave it at this, but appreciate you joining us on the broadcast, Dr. Mir.
Thank you.